Anniston's plans for a new homeless shelter are one step closer to completion.
Sunshine and mild temperatures across East Alabama for the work week ahead. We'll have the complete forecast details coming up. And in sports, area championships being decided in high school basketball. We'll tell you about those championship games coming up tonight across East Alabama in sports.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Katie Edwards.
And I'm Mike Stedham.
The United Way of East Central Alabama announced today that it has raised almost half of the $500,000 it needs to finish funding for Martha's Hope, the Center to End Homelessness. The largest share of the $1.7 million project is coming from the city of Anniston, which presented a check for $1.2 million to United Way at a ceremony this morning. Various other businesses and charities also gave their support to the project, according to Program Director Kyle Bryan.
We are hoping that we will be open, fingers crossed, in January of 2025. So thank you all for being here, and thank you for all that you've done to move us this far. The city of Anniston, all of our partners as well, thank you so much. We would not be where we are without your investment in this cause and in this project. We have $265,000 left to raise, and we are where we are because of all that you have given.
Brian says the final phase of the fundraising effort is now underway, with a target of $265,000 to complete the project. The Martha Vandervoort Center to End Homelessness will be built on the site of the old War Memorial Building behind the First United Methodist Church of Anniston. It's named for the late civic leader who devoted much of her life to dealing with the problems faced by people who were experiencing homelessness. Her husband, Dr. Buddy Vandervoort, said this morning that the new center is a fitting tribute to her work.
I just want to thank United Way, Anniston, First Methodist Church, as well as the city of Anniston for creating this vision, and our family couldn't have been more honored and humbled when a call came asking if it could be named for Martha. And as has already been said, she had a tremendous passion for this mission to help reduce and end homelessness. And so thank you very much for that. And thank all those here that are on the board. Thank those who have contributed to make this a reality.
When we return, Anniston residents are invited to speak out about proposed changes in the city's voting districts.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
A public hearing will be held during Tuesday night's regular meeting of the Anniston City Council to receive input from citizens about the redrawing of Anniston's voting district lines. That meeting is set for 5:30 p.m. Tuesday at the Anniston City Meeting Center on Noble Street. The redistricting was made necessary by shifts in the city's population that were found in the 2020 census. Anniston now has 21,564 residents, so each of the wards should ideally have 5,391 people in it. Since two of the wards have grown and the other two have shrunk during the recent years, the redistricting will bring all four closer to that ideal number.
And when we come back, Oxford will be holding a 3-day blood drive to help meet a critical shortage.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction, within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
The Healthcare Authority of Oxford is teaming with LifeSouth to host a community blood drive from Tuesday through Thursday at the Friendship Community Center. The blood drive hours are from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day. All donors will receive a $25 e-gift card while supplies last. Platelet and double red donors will receive an additional $20 e-gift card.
Because overnight temperatures are expected to be close to freezing for the next few days, Anniston's warming station at the bridge will be open tonight through Wednesday. That center opens at 5 each evening and closes at 8 the next morning. Entrance to the shelter is available until 9 each night.
Now, don't get me wrong, I'm really glad that we've had a little bit of a break from those freezing temperatures, but we are now officially in the part of the year where I don't know what's going on as far as the weather goes. Well,
just have to watch daily, I mean literally, because Saturday, great, Sunday, miserable, today, great again. I mean, you just,
absolutely.
Who knows?
But we don't have to know, because we know someone who does.
That's right.
Jon Holder joins us now in the EAN Weather Center to tell us all about the local weather. John?
Mike and Katie, some fantastic weather coming up this week across East Alabama. We will talk about the good weather and look ahead to the weekend forecast in our 7-day forecast coming up next.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
Clouds this morning giving way to sunshine this afternoon across East Alabama, and temperatures responding. 58 for the high today. No doubt a few of you probably saw 60 on some backyard thermometers. It was a mild morning this morning, only dropping down to 45 degrees. You see the record high temperature 74, the record low 8 degrees, and the days continue to lengthen. 6:36 your sunrise tomorrow morning, the sun setting this evening at 5:18. Weather on your street for a Monday night, going to take out to Woodstock Avenue in Anniston over by Anniston High School. Going to be a pleasant evening tonight. Clear skies. It will be on the chilly side as we drop down to 35 degrees, but most everyone in Anniston and all across Calhoun and Cleburne counties should be above freezing overnight tonight. Coming up tomorrow, more sunshine, and with that, we're going to have more mild temperatures. Old Sulphur Springs Road out in Wellington in northern Calhoun County. Get ready for a beautiful early February day. Plenty of sunshine, the high tomorrow around 62 degrees. And as we look at the rest of the work week, more of the same coming. Will be dry most of the week. No chance of rain until late in the day on Friday. If you're up on the mountain in Gadsden, up by Noccalula Falls at Bellevue Drive in Gadsden, you're going to see plenty of sunshine this week, and every day all the way through Friday, temperatures will top out in the 60s. Taking a look at your 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama. We mentioned some rain coming up on Friday. Between now and then, temperatures remaining in the low 60s. No chance of rain. Nighttime lows in the 30s. By Friday morning, we'll drop down into the mid-40s. A warm afternoon on Friday. It looks like that 30% chance of rain not coming until late in the day on Friday, probably after 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Unfortunately, we have a rather wet weekend coming up in store. It's going to be warm. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 60s, but a 50% chance of rain on Saturday, a 60% chance of rain on Sunday. And looking at some of the model data, we may have to up those rain percentages coming for the weekend. A lingering shower on Monday. But again, the one thing you'll notice here, we do not see any wintry precipitation, and we do not see any extremely cold weather. As a matter of fact, it looks like we're going to remain above freezing for the next 7 days across East Alabama. A lot of rain yesterday. It was a cold, windy, blustery day. all across the state of Alabama, but the rainfall amounts were not that impressive. Now, here in the central part of the state, all the way from northwest Alabama and places like Hamilton and places like that, all the way down into southeast Alabama, there were some good rainfall totals, an inch or two of rain there. But for us here in East Alabama, temperatures only, or should say precipitation only about a half an inch on average. Calhoun, Cleburne, Etowah, Cherokee counties, most of those folks seeing about a half inch of rainfall yesterday. So even though we had a lot of rainfall, the amounts were not great, but every little bit helps as we continue knocking out that drought here across East Alabama. I'll be back here tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. with your breakfast forecast for all of East Alabama, and I'll be back here in just a moment with sports. Jon Holder with you, EAN Sports, filling in for Namath Pitts this week. The Alabama High School Athletic Association road to the state finals in Birmingham actually began Saturday night with area tournament championship games and a whole lot more coming up this week all across East Alabama for boys and girls. We are going to be talking about area tournament championship games coming up tonight across East Alabama. We've actually got 4 area crowns that will be decided tonight in classes 1A and in class 6A. We will begin tonight in class 6A. We've got the area 13 girls championship being played at Gadsden City High School. Gadsden City was the #1 seed in this region. Only 3 teams in this region, so they are automatically in the championship game tonight. Oxford, meanwhile, on Saturday night, they defeated Fort Payne by 15 points, 55-40, to advance to the championship game tonight at Gadsden City. Both teams tonight, regardless of who wins or loses, will advance to the sub-regional round. Meanwhile, right up I-59 at Fort Payne High School, the same situation. Fort Payne, the #1 seed, they advance to the championship game automatically to take on the Oxford Yellow Jackets as well. Oxford beating Gadsden City on Saturday night by a score of 62-55 to advance to the championship game. Oxford taking on a Fort Payne team which is ranked #6 in the state in the last ASWA poll in Class 6A, and they come in with a mark of 25-2. Meanwhile, in Class 1A tonight, Spring Garden hosting both the boys and girls championship games tonight. Will begin on the girls' side, and that will be Spring Garden taking on Cedar Bluff tonight. Of course, Spring Garden, the #1 team not only in this area, but the #1 team in the state in the last ASWA poll in Class 1A. They were big winners, 88-19 over Jacksonville Christian on Saturday night. Meanwhile, their opponent, the Cedar Bluff Lady Tigers, they beat Coosa Christian 58-35 to advance to tonight's girls championship game at the Dale Welch Gymnasium at Spring Garden. Also tonight, right after that girls game, will be the Area 12 Boys Championship game, and that will feature a battle between Spring Garden and Galesville. 2 more Cherokee County rivals going at it right there. Spring Garden comes in as the #1 seed. They are ranked #3 in the state in Class 1A with a mark of 24-4. They beat Jacksonville Christian on Saturday night handily, 90-44. They'll take on a Galesville team. This Galesville team beat arch rival Cedar Bluff by 4 points, 71-67 on Saturday night to advance to the championship game. Again, all of these area championship games tonight in the games at Gadsden City and at Fort Payne and at Spring Garden tonight. Both the winners and the losers will advance to the sub-regional rounds coming up later this week or early next week across East Alabama. There will be a ton of area tournament games tonight, more area tournament championship games coming up tomorrow night, and as we move through the week, and we'll have the results of all of those for you here on EAN Sports. Now, it is not just winter time. We're actually kicking off spring sports across East Alabama. We officially began not only tennis season, but also soccer season last week, and we've got games this week. Actually, we've got tennis matches and soccer matches this week across East Alabama. We'll officially kick off golf season on Friday, and also we have got softball and baseball games that will officially kick off next Thursday, February the 15th. So as the wintertime sports come to an end, spring springtime sports getting underway across East Alabama. We'll be back with more EAN local news. Mike and Katie are back in just a moment.
Thanks for the update, John, and thank you for watching today.
You can find us here online every weekday on YouTube, Instagram, or on our website. We've merged EAN News with East Alabama Now on Facebook, so you can go there and watch our news, sports, and weather content whenever it's convenient for you.
And we'll see you back here Tuesday for your news on your schedule.